Hey y'all. Oh my god. This ring light. My daughter, she broke the stand part of my fucking ring light. You see? You see that? Now the shit don't work now. Oh my goodness. Let me see. I'm gonna buy another one today. I'm trying to hold this shit up. Alright, cool. I'm gonna buy another one today. This one was only $8 anyway, so I don't give a fuck about that. But goddamn, people. I'm gonna try to set this thing up as good as I can. Ugh, God, I'm gonna have to start putting up my shit. All right, let me see. I'm gonna buy another one. I'm gonna buy the $12 one really soon. All right, this is as good as it's gonna go. I don't give a fuck no more. All right, so this is the first Tuesday, the first Mars day, um, for the Aries season. So shout out to the Aries. Mm. I'm drinking some hibiscus and ginger tea. And this is the real ginger tea. Even though it's in a tea bag, it's organic ginger tea. It's the real thing. I mix it up with hibiscus, and then I put some honey in there. Mm. So basically, y'all, I already got my blunt ready. Y'all already know. So I wanted to come on here because, I just want to get something like off my chest um, about some experiences. I looked on the internet. I was on Instagram and somebody was oh fuck, see, my thing is moving all over the place. I'm gonna just hold it. Fuck it. What is the point? What is the point in having this shit without no fucking stand? All right. So anyway, I think it's okay for now. Anyways, so this is, like I said, this is the first Mars day for the sign of Aries, for the we in the Aries season. So I wanted to do this video because just the other Tuesday, if you guys ain't checked out my readings, I did a reading for spiritual warfare. So this video that I'm making on a Tuesday, pretty much along the same lines, okay? I'm gonna have a little story time and just kind of like more of like a cautionary story time and shit like that, and just to kind of let y'all understand some things about me, okay? All right, so first off, check out my readings, especially the March Madness reading. Okay. So when I was on the internet, I saw somebody had posted something about March 23rd to the 25th. That how which planet was it? What planetary aspect was it? Not the retro. We have a retrograde coming up too, but damn, what the fuck was it? Oh, Pisces. Oh, Mercury squaring Mars. So Mercury is in Pisces and it's squaring Mars. So people were saying how it's going to be like a time where, and I watched a few videos on it, read a few articles just to see, get my mind on it, because I didn't know. I felt something was going on planetary wise. I felt like something was going on just by some recent events, which I'll get into. I was like, something's a little off, yo. Something's a little off. Like, I don't know about you guys, but I've been feeling like, me being who I am or whatever, I be feeling like people been trying to like low key provoke me and challenge me and shit like that. And of course, I handle my situations and shit like that. But I feel like there's a more deeper reason why it's like that. And I knew something was up. I'm like, yo, everybody seems to be like trying to kid. Like, people be really wanting to see me go off. And I think it has a lot to do with jealousy of who I am as a person, how I carry myself, what I stand for. I hold up a mirror to what people really are, and some people can't fucking deal with it. That ain't my fucking problem though, but some people just can't deal with it. You understand? So I've been noticing that the people who to me made it seem like they was about the same shit that I was on, and kind of just showing me differently, you know. Um anyway, so what ended up happening, okay, so I found out about that aspect about that, and I was like, oh my God, okay, that makes sense. They just basically said people are going to be prone to, something that I basically covered in my reading, but I just didn't know the planetary aspect to attribute to. But my readings, for the March Madness reading, if y'all check it out, I did pick up on that. I did pick up on the pull up card. Remember the pull up card and the gossip card and all that shit or whatever, because you the Six of Wands. Yeah, exactly. So that was a collective reading for the collective. That was the energy, the collective energy of the month of March. March Madness, they don't call it March Madness for a reason, right? Um, so anyway, what ended up happening was, okay, so here's the thing with me, right, you guys? I don't I have discernment, okay? For those who are spiritual people, we have spiritual discernment. We know when a motherfucker ain't shit. And for me personally, if I pick up on some shit, you need to listen. And if you don't want to listen, I'm going to think otherwise. I'm going to be like, okay, maybe this person don't see it yet. They ain't got enough yet. And I'm going to just wait for them to see it so they can look stupid. Now, I have discernment of character. So I know when somebody's not shit. I know when people are trying to come for me. I know when people are trying to provoke me. I'm a grown ass woman, okay? Pushing 40. I know when motherfuckers is trying to come for me. And I know when people are trying to size me up and this, and that, because they intimidated by my energy and who I am as a person. And I'm a type of bitch, I'm not even loud. I'm not ignorant. I don't really be trying to really do much. I'm just cool. I'm just me. But the moment people see my energy and see what they just like, especially bitches, okay? I don't get along with a whole lot of bitches. Keep it real. And even niggas that act like bitches, they don't like me either. If it's a nigga that got a very feminine trait and it's like very negative, they're not gonna fucking like me either. Okay? I don't like bullshit. I don't like fake shit. I'm not a people person. I don't like meeting people's fucking friends. You know, that kind of stuff. I don't like it when people um when people try to question your discernment or judge your discernment. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Especially if I've been around you and I've seen things go down, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. If I say a motherfucker ain't shit, that's law. That's law. If I say a motherfucker ain't shit, I just know. I know it. I only gotta look at people and listen to their conversation and know that they full of shit and they fucking messy. And what I've been noticing, the energy I've been noticing. Now, remember my last video where I was talking about like narcissists downplaying their relationships and hyping up their relationships based off of what happens, based off of who give them the most supply at that particular time. It's pretty much a continuation of that, but the same type of thing, but with somebody else. And that's an update for that too, because I don't know if I should even go into that as well because it kind of ties into it. But I'm gonna tell the current story and then I'm gonna bring up the past story. It all gonna make sense. Just bear with me. It's all gonna make sense. So now, like I said, I don't like nobody questioning my discernment. If I feel a certain way about something, most of the time I don't even be wanting to say shit because um I already know that if I bring it up to someone, they're not going to see it because they don't. I mean, people claim that they have discernment, they claim they could see things or whatever. But this is what I've been noticing, right? Not just like people wanting attention and validation, regardless of where they get it from, regardless if they like the person or not. That energy, but what I'm also getting as well is that some people will ignore their discernment when it suits them. In other words, what in other words is basically this: some people will ignore their own spiritual discernment towards somebody if the person is feeding their ego, right? If the person is feeding their ego, they kind of allow that to override their discernment for that person's character. So they don't really see that person for who they truly are, or at least they don't fucking want to, right? At least they don't fucking want to, because if they do, then it's like they operate from ego. So whoever strokes their fucking ego, they're going to give them more they're going to give them more leeway, even though the person that's stroking their ego probably don't even fucking like them. And I can see that they don't like them. But I understand I can't expect everybody to move the way how I move. I can't expect anybody to think the way that I think. But if you in my face claiming that you're this and you're that and you on the same shit and you end up seeing them in their element and you see that person in their element and you see something completely different night and fucking day. And so for me, okay, so yesterday, right? Oh, it wasn't yesterday, but just recently I went out to a day party, all right? And this is another one of them stories again. I know I did a podcast episode about microaggressions, colorist microaggressions towards dark-skinned black women. Yeah, this is another addition to that story. It's another installment, okay? Another fucking installment. This shit is out. And like I said, because of the current planetary influence, they said it's gonna come up on the 23rd to the 25th. They said to keep to yourself on the 23rd to the 25th because the thing you more prone to argue with people with this current energy and things like that. Like people are going to be coming at you with the passive aggressive bullshit, and like simple conversations can turn into an all out war. So it was just saying that, and I was like, damn. But the thing is, I've been feeling it already. I've been feeling it this whole fucking month of March. To be honest, I've been feeling it the whole month of March. And when you are a spiritually intuitive person and you keep yourself protected, motherfuckers will try to come at you. Motherfuckers will try to come at you. Look, I wear this all day, every day. Even with that, people will still try to come at you. You know why? Because something in them, the negative entities that attach themselves to them, something in them don't like you. They try to deny, they try to be cool. Like, look, I had motherfuckers come up to me, people that I had words with in the past, which most everybody that I had problems with were narcissists. They were. Okay. They come up to me because they feel guilty. I've had people come up to me and you could tell when a motherfucker is really on some fake shit because when they provoke you until you show them you're not that one, and then they want to come to you and try to be all chummy and nice, understand, because they realize they done fucked up. See, and like I said, I have people from my past that what did me wrong in the past, and they see me in public, and I'm not even fucking worried about them. They come and they approach me first because they feel guilty. I don't feel shit because I didn't do nothing, right? My only thing is the only thing that I would fault myself for is getting down to your fucking level. So, because I've done the work, because I've been healing and I've been forgiving and I've been doing my thing, my big girl shit, right? I've been doing my thing, grown woman shit. And I feel like people who haven't done that is trying to get reaction. So I'm just letting the collective know, those who are empaths, spiritualists, urban mystics, I'm just letting y'all know that these karmics is out of motherfucking control. That they really they starting to get back all the shit that they've been putting out all this time, starting from 2020 up until now, and it's gonna continue. It's gonna continue. So now they're trying to because a lot of us empaths and uh, spiritual healers and urban mystics, a lot of us we turn to spirituality because of some trauma, because of trauma, because of loneliness, because it was some type of traumatic event that kind of pushed us towards this thing, something where we experienced a spiritual death and we experienced an ego death and things like that, and we went through that whole grieving process, and now we're in the process of recreating ourselves and things like that. And now people are starting to see your power and see you for who you truly are. People are starting to see your power, and a lot of people can't handle it because they too lazy to do the work. They don't feel like nothing's wrong. They don't want to. They don't even want to. They don't want to look deep down inside to the truth because they have to take accountability for the things that they've done and the things that they said to other people. They're not willing to do that. So what they're going to try to do is try to invoke that bullshit into you. They try to project how they feel about themselves onto you. So, okay. Now, boom. So I went to a day party recently. I went with a relative. Now prior to that, I've already told this relative. I said, look, if me and you gonna hang, we gonna hang by ourselves because you seem to be more cooperative and whatever, more level headed when it's me and you. But when you get around certain people, I'm starting to kind of see that this person, she doesn't really use her discernment. I'm gonna just keep it 100. Like she just doesn't use her discernment, and maybe it's something that she needs to work on. It's something that she don't really see, but hey, it ain't my fucking business. I know what I see. I know what the fuck it is. Okay, because like I said, I'm an intuitive person. I'm a spiritual person, so of course I'm gonna see shit that you're not seeing. Because if you're not at the level that I'm at, so you ain't gonna be able to pick up on shit. I mean, that's just facts, right? And eventually you will. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to be elitist here because eventually you will if you want to. Now, so I ended up going with this person. Now, I told them before, I was having conversations with them and other people, and I said, look, I don't like meeting people friends. I said, if you introduce him, this is my thing about me. If you introduce me to some friends, now first off, if you meet me, even if you guys was to meet me in person, right? If y'all was to meet me in person and y'all spend one fucking day with me, you guys will know everything that I don't like, everything that I will let you all know exactly how I am, what I likes, my dislikes. By the end of the day, you gonna already know, right? And you'll share the same things with me, and we vibe and woo woo woo. So if you already know the type of person I am, be mindful when you try to fucking introduce me to people. I need a whole fucking disclaimer. And this person was like, oh, you don't need no disclaimer. I said, actually, I fucking do. I do, bitch. I do. Maybe you don't need one. I need one. Okay? Real motherfuckers need disclaimers. Okay? You can't just introduce us to every motherfucking body. Okay? Anyways, but like I said, if you hang out with me for one day, guys, y'all meet me in person. Y'all hang out with me for one day, right? And we vibing. I will tell you everything that I'm about. I'm not gonna tell you like my whole fucking life story. Don't get me wrong, but I'm gonna tell you this is my likes, my dislikes, what I tolerate, what I don't tolerate. I just want people to know right off the bat. Just don't fucking cross me, right? And then the other person let me know too about them respectfully, and we both vibe and we like, all right, cool, cool, cool. Let's keep going. So anyway, I was like, yeah, I really don't like meeting people friends. I said, if you know me, if you've been around me for at least one day, you already know my likes and dislikes. So if you, before introducing me to a friend, you need to screen out that friend or that acquaintance or whoever the fuck this person is and be like, yo, would my relative, would my cousin, would my homegirl, would my, whoever this person is to you, be like, would she like them? If I said I don't like motherfuckers that wear orange shirts and eat fucking bananas, and you introduce me to a motherfucker with an orange shirt that eat motherfucking bananas, you know what I'm gonna think? You know what 3D thug me gonna think? I'm thinking that you trying to fucking set me up, bitch. Let me get a little 3D for a minute. I'm thinking that you trying to set me up. I'm thinking that you low key got some imaginary beef with me that you ain't trying to make a reality for obvious reasons, right? You have some type of fake ass, imaginary ass fucking beef with me, but you don't want to bring it to me directly. So you're going to bring somebody else in the situation, right? You're going to bring somebody else in the situation that you already know energy wise I wouldn't even fuck with, right? But you bring them in the fold so that you can sit back and watch a show, right? You guys have ever been in that situation? And this is stuff that be happening on reality TV too. You know how they do with Bad Girls Club and Basketball Wives and what's the other one? Love and Hip Hop and all that stuff. They get all these personalities together. They get somebody who be like, I don't like liars. Then they put you in a room with a fucking liar. Like, they create these situations so they can sit back and watch. And I think I think that a lot of these motherfucking karmics, they act like they own a fucking reality show. I feel like them audition for fucking reality TV. The way how they carrying on, that's just my opinion. The way how they carrying on, like they want to be on a reality show. Cause you a messy bitch. Maybe you should be on a reality show. But anyway, I'm gonna go on and continue. I digress. Okay. But anyway, so like I said, like, okay, if I'm already telling you that I don't like certain things, or whatever like that, and I feel like you trying to bring people around me on purpose because you want to see me go off. You want to see like my whole thing is the 3D in me is telling me, bitch, do you got a problem? Do you have a problem? Do you have a problem? That's what I want to know, right? Don't bring nobody else for me because you will. I will get their asses together, and I will get you together too. So what's really the deal? That's the 3D me. Okay. So let's go back up to the upper levels. Okay. Now, what I'm seeing in that situation, okay, let me continue the story. So basically, like I said, I told this person, I really don't like meeting people friends. Very rarely that people introduce me to their friends and I end up liking them. Okay, this is for a lot of reasons. Some just because you don't vibe with somebody doesn't mean you have to be disrespectful. Okay, I don't care who vibes with who. I don't give a fuck who likes who ain't out with who. That's perfectly fine, right? Because I know I'm not for everybody. I already know this. Okay. I've been knowing this since I was a little girl that I'm not for everybody. And I nor would I even want to be for everybody. If I was for everybody, I would not be myself. But even though I'm not for everybody, I still allow everybody to be themselves, right? So as long as you are respectful, as long as you are cordial, and you could just do what you do. But when you don't give people the energy and the attention that they feel that they should get. And these are fucking narcissists, karmics, all them sociopaths, all them motherfuckers. If you don't give them the energy and the attention that they feel that they should get from you, and then they looking at you and they like, oh, and they already see that you are protected, you're covered. Oh, they got a motherfucking problem. They do. I had people look at me like they want to start some shit, and I'm walking, I'm just like, do it. Try it, bitch. Try it. Try it. And then something in them just stops and then they focus in on somebody else. Yeah, bitch, do that. Do that. Do that. You know? Um, so I already told the person. So the person was like, oh, no, you don't need a disclaimer. I say, yes, I do. I need a disclaimer. I said, I don't like meeting people's friends because, they're most of the time I don't end up liking them. It's very rarely that I meet a group of people and we all end up vibing. And I've been lucky a few times. Don't get me wrong. I've been lucky a few times where I meet somebody and me and this person get along good, and they be like, oh, let me introduce you to my friend. This is only if the person got good energy. Don't get me wrong. This is only if the person got good energy. And they be like, oh, well, Cassie, this person remind me of you so much. She cool as shit. I think we'll all be able to vibe together. Can she come with us? We about to meet up with her. Is that cool? Whatever. And then I end up going and I end up meeting the person, and they're exactly what I said, right? But you have to be careful about people that try to indirectly put you in situations because they want to see you go off. They want to see I really be thinking people really be wanting my reaction because they find it to be entertaining, or somehow they like to stir the pot and create these situations to happen so they can sit back and watch and act like they're above the shit, like they don't understand what the fuck is going on. Oh my god, right? I'm just trying to let y'all know this is what's going on. This is what's going on, and I'm like I said, I'm speaking directly to my empaths, my spiritual healers, my peoples. People that aren't narcissists, people that aren't sociopaths, people that have very strong spiritual discernment and have unpopular opinions. Like, you know, um. So anyway, now this person tells me, okay, so the relative tells me, she's like, oh, well, now I already told her from the first time, from the first story. Now, the first story, I'm not going to get into the first story until I finish this one. But let me fix my legs. I was sitting Indian style like a goddamn Virgo. And I'm a Virgo bitch. But anyway, so yeah, so anyway, so she was telling me about, okay, so we ended up going to this day party. Now she tells me while I'm on my way there that or it was just last night she said something. That's how we got on the subject about meeting people, friends, and things of that nature. Mind you, I'm already on guard because of the first story, which I'm gonna tell y'all after this one. So she tells me that this is a friend. She's okay. This is her downplaying the relationship. She's like, oh, this is somebody, I don't really know her like that. She ain't no really friend or whatever. And, I don't really know her like that, but she's our other relative's friend. We have a mutual relative. She's like, she's our other relative's friend. and this, that, and the third. And I was like, okay. Now me, I don't go by what people say. I go by vibrations. I go by vibes alone. Maybe some people can't fucking understand that because they discernment is way off, so it don't really register, and that's okay. Because this is a teachable moment, right, beloveds? It's a teachable moment. So, maybe she don't understand, but she was like, yeah, this person. She was like, yeah, she ain't no friend or whatever, but she all right, she cool. I was like, oh, okay. But like the type of, like I said, I don't go by what I hear, because people hear a lot of shit about me too. And then when they meet me, they're like, oh, you're so cool. Oh my God. Oh. And I'm like, who told you, bitch, who told you that I wasn't? Who told you that I was a, whatever the fuck, I don't know, troublemaker, bitch, asshole. I don't know. Take your pick. I mean, but I'd be like, oh, thank you. um, I'd be like, thank you very much. Um, but anyway, yeah. So she was telling me that she did barely knew the girl, and this is the other girl's friend. Now, mind you, she's at odds with the relative. So you're at odds with a relative. Let me just get this straight. So you're at odds with a relative, and that relative's friend wants to come and hang out with you. And I guess our other relative was supposed to come to this day party. The other relative, our mutual relative, decided not to come, and she was smart. I see why, but I'm gonna get into it. She was smart. She was smart. But anyway, so she didn't come, and I was disappointed because I wanted the young lady to come so we could all have a good time and as family and create positive memories and blase fucking blah. But whatever, right? Ain't my fucking business because I've been on the outsides and you know you know. So now what ended up happening was, okay. So the girl, the friend of the mutual relative, let's see. I don't know what we should call. I'm gonna just call her Bun. I'm gonna call her Bun Bun because she had a bun in the back of her head. So Bun Bun decides to start. She knows that these two girls are not connecting or not getting along, whatever. She knows there's some funny shit, right, between the both of them. So here comes this girl, and she comes and and so my relative tells me, she's like, yeah, I don't really know her like that, but she seemed to be cool. This is our cousin's friend or whatever. And she said she want to come to the party, blah blah blah. I'm like, all right, cool. Like I said, I don't go by what I hear about people. I go by vibration. I'm always give people a chance, despite what I hear about them, whatever suspicions I may have in my mind about shit. I will still give them a chance until I read their energy up and down. And I see what's really beneath the surface. So she proceeds on to tell me that she comes to her, the Bun Bun, our mutual relative's friend, Bun Bun. Bun Bun comes and she calls my relative and she tells her, I'm going to this party. I don't think our other relative is going to come because of you. You guys have y'all differences and blah blah blah. So what does that tell you, right? That tells you that they had conversations. They had private conversations about whatever the other relative may have had for this relative. Which to me, in my opinion, I feel like she should have never bring it up. She should never bring it up because you're basically indicating to one of my relatives that the other girl was talking about her. Even if she was, who fucking cares? That was a private conversation that you didn't even have to bring up. Even if you didn't bring up the details of the conversation, you still letting that person know that a conversation was being had. You're still a messy bitch, is what I'm saying. Messy bitch. So she sits there and say that. So I already know where this is going, right? Because I know about people that like to play fake neutral and fake mediator. They like to see two people argue and fight, and they like to stir the pot and then come in and act like they're trying to straighten things out I know a lot of people that do that shit. And I'm on high guard for people like that. They like to do that shit, but the whole time they love the drama. They love to triangulate between one person and another, because it's like playing. It's like playing with action figures. Here, you fight this one. You know, it's the same thing. Um, so I was trying to tell my relative while we was driving on our way over there. We on the phone. We talking while we on the freeway. I'm trying to tell her. I'm like, yeah. I said, I don't think you should go by 100% what this person says. I think that you need to get it straight from the horse's mouth. She don't want to talk directly to the relative, but she don't want to talk directly to the relative and claim that she don't care about why the relative is mad and all this other stuff. So I'm like, okay, well, you ain't really trying to find out the truth. You know why people ain't really trying to find out the truth? Because they don't want to be wrong. They don't want to be wrong. They don't want to. This is a short story. I mean, in general, they don't want to be wrong. When people don't want to find out the truth about something, they don't want to be wrong. That's number one. Number two, they don't want to have to hold accountability for the fact that they could have been wrong. They don't want to clear things up. They just want to leave that. They want to leave a lot of ambiguity so that they could seem like their claims were correct. Me, I want to get to the fucking bottom of it. What is your goddamn fucking problem? What did I do? What, let's work it out. Let's agree to disagree, and this and the third. I'm not going to carry it like that because that's some fucking high school shit. But I'm not a person that's going to force nobody to do it because I understand the maturity level of other people. I can't expect anybody to handle shit how I fucking handle stuff, okay? But if you're in my space and you're claiming that you move the same way, then of course I'm gonna have a little bit of an expectation, and I'm not seeing it being reflected in your actions. Again, it ain't none of my business. Just a fucking observation. No tea, no shade. I'm just observing, right? Social experiment, right? So so she like, she seems like she's trying to defend the bitch. Okay, let me see if I could try to charge my phone. It seemed like she was trying to low key defend this bitch. You don't know this girl, okay? And then you just said to me like a couple of seconds ago that you feel some kind of way when the girl said, "Oh, I know you guys have your differences." So the girl already let you know that there's a conversation that has been had about you. She didn't let you know the specifics, but she let you know that you were a topic of their conversation, which was messy in my opinion because whatever conversations you had with my other relative, you should have kept it to your fucking self. She shouldn't even know. Let her guess. Let her think that's what it is. She shouldn't even know that there was even a conversation had. Because maybe old girl confided in you, Bun Bun. She confided in you, and you low key want to be you low key want to slide with the other girl. Let's just keep it a mill. You low key want to slide with the other girl, so you're trying to get in good by being like, "Oh yeah, we had a conversation." Blah, blah, blah. I don't know where the fuck my relative met this bitch at, but okay. Okay, I can't relate. I can't relate. I'm not a friends kind of bitch. I can't relate. Anyways, let me light up my blunt. I know y'all already done smoked already. Like, I'm just gonna let this bitch keep talking, right? I love y'all. Anybody that's watching, I love y'all. Anyways, but anyway, so we were talking about that, and I sensed a little resistance. I'm like, okay, you saying that she's talking to you, you're saying that she's talking to this girl who's practically a stranger about you and relatives issues, but then you're kind of going by what she says without going directly to the relative to find out exactly what's going on. So what are you afraid of? You're afraid that you're gonna be, oh, excuse me, this shit moving. And so what are you afraid of? You afraid that you're gonna be wrong? Well, you afraid of taking accountability? Like, what is it? Are you, because it seems like you're bothered by it. So if you're bothered by it, just get to the bottom of it. But anyway, like I said, so I was like, I don't think, basically what I said to her, I ain't gonna run down the whole conversation, but for privacy purposes, but basically I said, you can't completely go by what this girl says. You don't know what her intentions are. You don't know what her intentions are for, I'm about to say her name. You don't know what her intentions are for our relative, and you don't know what intentions she has for you. Take it with a grain of salt. If you want to know the truth, you talk directly to that girl. And if you don't want to talk directly to that girl, then just drop the fucking subject. Don't say anything about it. Um, so she was just like, yeah, she didn't say anything. She didn't say what they talked about. I said, it don't matter. It doesn't matter. But go ahead, go off, sis, go off. So so she was just like, yeah, well, anyway, blah blah blah. We started talking about it, whatever. I dropped the subject because I knew I wasn't fucking getting anywhere, and it was going to be a part two, just like the first situation, to which I will tell y'all about. Okay, I'm trying to get all this weed off the thing. Sorry, no weed be in my motherfucking mouth. Anyway, so So I was just like, here I am about to meet somebody else's friends. And in the back of my mind, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna still give it a chance. I'm gonna go by vibes alone. I don't go by what people tell me, but I'm gonna go by vibes. Of course, I'm gonna be on guard because I don't know the bitch. First, I don't know you, bitch. And second of all, you're getting in between two family members, two relatives of mine. So I'm going to screen you out. I'm going to screen you out to see what's really going on. I don't give a fuck what people tell me. I will take it in consideration, right? Because what she told me, I was like, oh, okay. But at the end of the day, I'm gonna go by vibes and vibes alone. And I'm gonna tell you, the vibes was stank. Them vibes was rank, like fish, like eggs. Okay, dead ass. You know. So anyways, so we end up going to the party. Overall, I had a good time. Don't get me wrong. I had a good time, but I had to check some bitches. Okay, I had to check two bitches. I had to check Bun Bun, and I had to check her sister. Now bringing it back to that other installment about colorist microaggressions towards dark skinned women. Yeah, bitch, it was one of them stories. You see, because when I come to a place, I come on some chill shit. Chill, cool, confident. I know I'm divinely protected, blah, blah, blah. And let me tell you, before I even went to this thing, Spirit told me to go to the fucking Botanica, and I went to Felix Botanica. I just posted up a video. Matter of fact, I just posted up a video on my YouTube right now. I just posted up, and it was when it was just, what day was that? That was Saturday. Spirit told me, you need to get you an against jealousy incense. You need to get you this black chicken spray and get you this candle. That's exactly what I did. I don't. When I get that voice in that inner voice that tell me to do that, I'm like, all right, bet. I'm going. I'm listening. You feel me? So that's what I did. I bought the Contra en Vida against jealousy. I got me a candle to for like banishing, to knock out work, whatever. And I got me a black chicken spray. For some reason, that spray just stood out to me when I was at Felix Botanica. I'm looking at it. I'm like, y'all want me to get that? Oh, okay, yeah, let's get it. Fuck it. I might need the shit, right? Right? I'm like, all right, I might need it. So so anyway, I went ahead and I bought it, and I said, okay, I'm gonna keep this black chicken spray in my car. So that's what I did. Now back to the story. So I had my black spray. I had it in the car with me. I decided to put it in my little fanny pack. Anytime I go somewhere, or I go out to like a club or something, or some type of event, I don't like having purses or anything on my arms. No straps or nothing on my arms or whatever, because I don't want the strap to break and then my purse is gone. So I like to have my little fanny pack, bitch. I'm a fanny pack hoe. I love fanny packs. So, I have everything in my fanny pack. I'll have my blunts. I'll have my ID, couple of dollars of cash to buy drinks, to buy food, or to tip the bartender, stuff like that. Oh shit, there go the thing again. Lord have mercy. Oh my God, y'all. Okay. All right, I'm back. So anyway, so I end up meeting the girl, right? So I end up meeting the girl. Now, mind you, the relative keep bringing up stuff. Like, you know how people be saying they don't care about shit, but then they keep fucking talking about it? It makes me feel like you do care about it, right? But I'm gonna let you vent, right? And so I'm trying to talk sense, but they just kind of like, they trying to be resistant towards it. So I ignore them. And then they said something under their breath, but again, I ignored them, and I sprayed this black chicken because I know that this person is emotionally immature. You know what I'm saying? They trying to change, I guess, whatever. But in this moment, I wasn't seeing it. I wasn't. Okay. Sometimes I see it, sometimes I don't. All right. I didn't see it at that time. I didn't see it. So I just was like, whatever. She's on one. Let me not take it personally. She on one because she already feeling some kind of way about this situation with this girl, with our mutual relative and this other girl and all this other stuff. And I'm like, okay, right. So we ended up meeting the girl. So it ended up being two girls. Um, so it ended up being Bun Bun and her sister. I'm gonna call her sister Sticks because she was shaped like sticks. So Bun Bun and Sticks comes out the car and they go because I come in my own car. I had offered for the relative to ride with me at the she ended up riding her own car. I ended up riding my own car because at the end of the day I like my space and I understand that she liked that space too because she a Virgo too. So we like our I like my space. Okay, I like my space and I don't want nobody up in my car, which is a spiritual sanctuary because I got sigils in my car. I got deer jaw in my car. I got a whole bunch of spiritual shit. I don't want people coming in my car with all that dark clouds and shit and all that bullshit because I'm not taking that shit, right? And I like to listen to my music. I don't like to do too much talking. I like to look at the scenery and do my mindfulness meditations while I'm driving because I do that a lot. That's my way of meditating. That's my way of like mindfulness meditation while I'm driving. I'm listening to music. It's bringing me up, like like upbeat music, or laid back spiritual music or some shit like that, and just kind of just have a mindfulness, just enjoy what's around me. I don't want to keep talking about stuff. I understand you want to hash some things out. Some people need a vent, and I give people a chance. I give people a chance. I try to offer people solutions, things like that. Some people are very resistant to solutions. They're more entertained by the problem than they are trying to work it out. um I meet the two girls. So I said, okay, I'm just going to go by the energy of the person. I'm going to just go strictly just by what I see in this person. I'm going to see if this bitch is messy. That's what I was thinking about myself. I'm going to see if this girl's messy. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to go by energy. I'm going to see if she's respectful and blah, 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 blah. So I'm listening to now, mind you, they go into her car, my relative's car, these two girls, Sticks and Bum Bum. Sticks and Bum Bums, they go in her car because I don't want nobody to see my car. I don't know y'all bitches, okay? So my car is a temple. It's a mobile temple, bitch. I got a lot of protections and shit up in my motherfucking car, okay? So, but anyway, I'm sitting on my car. I got my window down. They got their window down. So I'm listening to the girl conversation, and I'm like, yo, this bitch messy. This bitch messy. Like just by off her conversation alone, like messy. Let me try to charge this motherfucking phone, bro. I think I did. Oh, hold on. But anyway, y'all. Let me see if I can move the thing. Okay, now it's charging. Oh goodness, it was 5%, you guys. Now it's charging. So let me see. I got this ring light here. I hope y'all like the background now. I finally got me that new sheet. It's got little elephants on it. I don't know if you guys noticed. It's like little elephants right here. Then I put up my flag right there. All right, I'm gonna continue on. Where my blunt at? Ooh, let me see if I can prop this shit up. Hold on. Because I kind of want to be like hands-free with it, I want to be hands-free. Or maybe I could just hold the ring like this. Right? Y'all get a different angle. All right, so, oh, fuck. All right, so I'm just listening to the random conversation. Because like I said, I only need 5 minutes. Probably less than that, if it ain't that obvious. Honestly, y'all, I only really need 5 minutes to see if a motherfucker ain't shit. To see if they about something. I really just need 5 minutes. Maybe some other people, they need a little bit more time. Maybe they don't. Some people like abuse. Some people like toxicity because they shine better. Ooh, sorry. Because they shine better, So this thing is like sensitive. Some people, they shine better around trash. I'm gonna get into that later. People shine better when they're around trash. They complain about being around trash, but when they're in the presence of people that aren't trash, they don't know how to fucking handle it. I digress though, because we're gonna talk about that at another time. Okay. So anyway, I'm listening to Shorty's conversation, and I'm just like, this bitch is messy. She seemed like she want to be all up in my other relative's face. And I really feel like she probably more so wanted to slide with her for obvious reasons. She probably wanted to slide with her, like, oh, we look the same, da da da, you know. And she probably wanted to find out some tea and deliver it back. So we don't know this bitch. We don't know her intentions. I'm talking about Bun Bun. So Bun Bun comes with this girl who's her sister. I don't know at this point, right? I just know it's just two girls coming out the car. So these are very, very young girls, okay? These girls are probably in their early 20s, okay? Early, mid 20s. Some young ass little babies, okay? And so, like I said, I was listening to the conversation. I didn't really care for it. So I'm just doing my own thing. I'm playing, I'm listening to my music. I'm adjusting my makeup. I'm sipping my little drink. I bought me I had a little mimosa or whatever. I'm sitting here with my little mimosa looking at it because we all the way in Sun Valley. This is like real boondocky, real boondocky. We was in Sun Valley. I guess outside of locking out of Flint Ridge, and that area. It's very country. So I'm just sitting there, just looking at the mountains. I've never been that close to the mountains in my life, and it was beautiful there. Got some big grapefruits too. But anyway, um, so I'm just sitting up there chilling. So whatever. So I'm like, let me put up my, I have my window down. All of a sudden, I noticed something kind of weird, right? I know it's something kind of weird. So, but I'm not tripping off of it because, like I said, it's like I understand I'm not for everybody, and I know that people like narcissists, certain people like they just like I don't know. I feel like it, like I said from earlier, like when you don't give people the type of energy or the type of narcissistic supply that they want, you could tell the way how they treat you versus they treat other people because there's some part of you that they threaten by. You know what I'm saying? You hold up a mirror to who they truly are, and it reflects off of them, and it forces them to try to for them to kind of work on it. But some people are not ready for that work. So every time you see my face, it's a reminder to fucking do better, to be better, because I've been there before. I've been there. Um, well. So something weird kind of happens, right? So all of a sudden, okay, so the bun bun sits in the front, Sticks sits in the back of my relative's car. So all of a sudden, my relative puts her window up, right? She puts her window up. I thought she was putting her window because we about to walk out the car because the guy was telling us that we gonna have to go to where the party is. We won't be able to parking lot pimp, in the yard. They're trying to keep everything low because of the Cocodona police. We're a party full of black people. Well, it was all races there, but it was obviously like a black event, a Caribbean event, and we don't want to draw too much attention towards us in this little small white town or whatever. So right. Um so I thought that Shorty put the window up so that they can do da da da. But I think that she put the window up because they was having a little private conversation. And I think she didn't want to hear my relative. I think she didn't want to hear what she was saying. I don't know what the fuck she's saying. And what people have to say, whether it's about me indirectly or not, it ain't none of my fucking business. I don't even think it was really necessarily about me. If it was, I'm not surprised. you know, but if it was about my other relative, she probably didn't want me to hear it, and that kind of thing, because it would people do little things to cover up their tracks, you know, and when they know that you're on to them, they start to do little. They start to move a little funny. You understand what I'm saying? They kind of move a little funny. So I don't say nothing. I didn't say not just to watch them, right? So she put the window up, and they had the window up for about a cool, I don't know, because I had my head in my phone, but I just seen it from my peripheral, because I'm looking like this. I'm like, I'm seeing it from my peripheral, but I'm looking at my phone like I'm looking at y'all right now. And I'm just like this. I'm looking at my phone. I'm chilling. So, but anyway, so that's what ended up happening. So she put the window up. They had the window up for maybe about a few minutes. So, or whatever. So I was like, okay, well, they must be ready to leave or whatever, right? Um, so then next thing you know, after she puts the window down, because I'm not saying shit. I'm not coming up. I'm not walking up to your car. I'm not knocking on the window. I'm not talking. No, you put your window up because you want to have a private conversation amongst Sticks and Bun Bun about whatever the fuck y'all wanted to talk about, and that type of thing, you know. And so I was just chilling. I wasn't tripping. So The person puts their window down, and the other girl, whatever, and they're like, "Oh, you ready?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm ready." Da da da. And then the girl says, "Oh yeah, we're all talking, shooting the breeze." So anyway, we get to walking towards the place or whatever. Now I introduced myself because the girl kept asking. I noticed she kept asking, like, and I want to know, was there's probably most likely a conversation about me too. Who knows? Because I know this person's history. I know how this person moves. I don't give a fuck what people tell me. I go by history. I go by vibes. Um, but this is what happened. So after she puts the window down, now they want to fake talk to me now. Oh, you ready now? I was like, yeah, I'm ready. And so we end up walking towards the place. So, um, one of now Sticks. I had to check Sticks, and the reason why I call her Sticks is because I could have body shamed the fuck out of this bitch. I could have really fried the fuck out of this bitch, and make her cry all the way home. I really could have done that. But I'm older than these bitches. I'm older than all three of them. I'm older than all these bitches. Okay, all these girls. I'm older than all of them. So I know how I am. I know how I could easily take it. So I'm just like I'm chilling. But like I said, when I come into a place, I come in peace. I come with good energy. I'm cool. Woo, woo, woo. So before we get out the car, I'm the last person to get out the car. I let them walk ahead. I let them walk ahead because I had to get some stuff. And I said, something told me, put that black chicken spray in your fanny pack. Put your oils, like do your little prayers, woo, woo, blah, 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 blah. That's exactly what I did. So, I'm coming to girl Sticks, and I have to check her. I just wanted to make sure that we was on the same page because, about the colorist microaggressions that a lot of lighter skin or mixed women have towards dark skin women. A lot of people don't really want to talk about this shit, but I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna talk about it. I don't care. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna talk about it. So I'm complimenting the girl. I'm saying and this is what happens when you're dealing with karmics and narcissists and sociopaths. When you're dealing with people that vibrate on a very fucking low level, when they're in the presence of somebody that's vibrating higher than them, they always have to feel the need to try to provoke and prod and woo 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 woo. Always on some fucking funny ass shit, you know? And again, no tea, no shade. I love everybody. I have a general love for everybody. But if I see some faulty shit, if I'm going like this, it is what it is. You showing me some. If I see inconsistency in somebody's character after they done drilled me and told me that they were this, that, da, 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 and I see you in your motherfucking element and you not executing what you said you was gonna do or how you move and you ain't moving the way how I thought that you was, I'm going to side eye you. I'm going to question your authenticity. It ain't my motherfucking fault. Because people feel guilty about shit and people be exposing themselves to me. They expose themselves to me and then they backpedal because they know that I see it for what it really is. People don't like you when you see people for who they truly are. They don't like you. They rather be around people who love their false self. This is narcissist shit. They love people to see them for their false self. They don't like when people see them for who they really are and challenge them for do better. They don't like that shit. They only want to be around people that don't want to crawl up their ass. And I said it plenty of times. Bitch, I be challenging them. I be saying that shit. And I could tell who understand what I'm saying and they on the same vibration and the other people who act resistant because it applies to them. And I'm not doing it to be messy. I'm speaking true because if you claim that you on the same level. If I'm talking about people that's not on our level, I'm not expecting for you to relate, right? Okay, okay. So I'm trying to compliment Sticks because I could have went on her. I could have went in on her. I can't talk today. I could have went in on her because she didn't have a very appetizing shape at all. Okay, she was a maga little thing, and she was shaped like Gumby, shaped like fucking praying mantis, grasshopper ass bitch. That's what she was shaped like. Okay, now she did have a pretty face. See, I always give credit where it's due because I'm not a hating ass bitch like them hoes. You would think I'd be the hating ass bitch, right? No, 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 no. I'm certain about who I am, and I love who I am. So I don't feel the need to throw shade or provoke a bitch or whatever because I know who the fuck I am. I know how authentic I know I am. I know that I have a bomb ass fucking personality. I know that I have a good spirit, a good heart, and some people just don't. And they know that I can see that they don't. You know? I'm trying to fucking compliment the bitch. I said, your hair is gorgeous, it's flowing or whatever, and this, that, and the third, right? And then, and this is where I'm going to talk about the colorist microaggressions that lighter skinned women and mixed women have towards darker women. They expect when they come across a dark skinned woman, they and I'm not saying all of them do that, but I'm just going to say collectively, they kind of like they kind of have the same microaggressive, passive aggressive attitude that white women have towards black women. It's kind of like that, because which would make sense because they are kind of like, you know, the white women of the black race, right? That's pretty much that's where they are in the hierarchy, the black hierarchy. So clearly they're like the Karens, the Diet Beckys and the Diet Karens of so I expect a little bit of that, right? So you'll come across a couple of them that'll kind of feel like they gotta puff their chest out because they so fucking intimidated. Melanin is strong, y'all, and we all got melanin. Don't get me wrong. Me and the girls we have melanin, but obviously I got more, right? So we can obviously see that we're all melanated people. I have more melanin. So when people be in the presence of something that is strong, they don't know how to take it. Remember in my other video I talked about when your light is too bright, a lot of people can't deal with it. I tried to compliment the girl, and she tried to compare me, right? You know how, okay, she tried to compare me to Whoopi, all right? Now let me let you know. I love Whoopi Goldberg. The way how the black community, now people want to act all, now people want to act like they always found Whoopi beautiful and cool and blah, 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 blah. Now people are trying to act, act like they never hate on this woman all this time. But I'm a huge Whoopi fan. So if somebody says, and I've been told that before, if somebody says that, that's cool. Because I attribute at least, probably about 33.33% of my personality is through some of the people that I grew up watching, which is her. Okay. So when somebody says that I remind me of them of her, I understand what they mean, but then I have to get some clarification because I don't know. And this is what I told the young lady. I don't know if you're doing it to be shady because you feel a certain way about Whoopi Goldberg and you feel some kind of way about me and you're trying to attach me to something that's negative. I just want to make sure that me and you are on the same page. Because like I said, I love me some Whoopi. I love all her movies and everything like that. I always found her to be beautiful. Regardless, when people used to ask me who my favorite actress was, I used to always say Cicely Tyson, Whoopi Goldberg, right? Women that were my fucking image. Dark-skinned black women that were my image. And so I never had a issue with that, but I had the issue in the context in which people may choose to use it. People act like they always loved her, but I've always seriously loved Whoopi, always. I felt like she was beautiful. Beautiful. I felt like at the end of Sister Act 1, when she had that big shiny afro hair, I remember just looking at her like this, like a little kid, like just like in awe because of her spirit and who she was and just the whole storyline, everything. I love her. So the girl was like, yeah, she was like, and I knew what she was getting at, right? And she was like, yeah, you know that, because I gave her, this is right after I gave her a compliment. See, I'm not a hater. You would think that because I'm the dark skinned one, that I should be the hater, I should be the jealous one, the aggressive one. But in this instance, it wasn't so. In this instance, I'm a confident person. I don't compare myself to no bitch. Third of all, I'm older than y'all. I'm not on the same little girl shit that y'all on. I'm sorry, I'm not. Um, but I let people do them. As long as you respectful, vibe with who you want to vibe with. I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Because my other relative, she cared about that. She cared. She's more of a sweeter person than I am. I'm a fucking dick. I don't care. But, she want to make sure that, she's one of those people where it's like, my friends is your friends and your friends is my friends. I'm not like that. Me, I'm like, I'm not for everybody. The people, I'm an acquired taste. You either get me or you don't. But either way, I'm going to be respectful and I'm going to be cordial. I'm not going to pretend. I don't know how to pretend. If I'm not feeling somebody, I'm not feeling somebody. I'm not going to pretend. I'm not going to turn a blind eye towards it just because they're kissing my ass. No, I don't do that stuff. But I see a lot of people do that though. It's okay. But but anyway, So she was like, "Yeah, you remind me of that girl from The View," and cause she's a lot younger. I said Whoopi Goldberg. She's like, "Oh yeah, yeah, you remind me." I was like, "I love Whoopi, girl." I was writing. I was like, "I love her. I love her. Yeah, I love her. Yeah." And I was just talking about why I loved her and this and that. And then I ended up having another conversation. We had like little side conversations, but I'm just not liking this other girl's energy. Bumble. I'm just not liking her. I don't know if she like girls or anything. Like I'm not a um I'm not really with all that. Like she's like a little too close to me. Something like kind of like something. So I'm just like I'm a person. I like my space. I don't like people in my face. So it was just kind of like that. And just like I said, you know how people when they get around somebody that they intimidated by, they feel like they have to like puff their chest out and woo woo. So I know this. I know little shorty was trying to put on a show for me. I already know that. And I don't know if she like bitches, but she probably seemed like she do because the bitch was just like kind of like a little bit too much in my face or whatever. So I was ignoring her or whatever. And so then I go into the bathroom, and my other relatives, my relative is in there. And then the other girl already went to go use the bathroom or whatever. So I'm standing by the I'm standing inside the bathroom. I went to go use the bathroom myself. And then the same girl, Sticks, the same girl Sticks, she was just like, "Oh, can I call you Whoopi for the rest of the night?" I was like, "Nah." I said, "I like Whoopi, but nah, that's not my name, baby." I said, "No, I want to call you." I was like, "No, bitch, no. You just call me by my name." Because at this point, I'm like, I don't know if this bitch is trying me or not. I'm going to have to say something to her. I'm going to wait for the other two girls to walk up because they already talking to each other. Woo woo. So I wasn't gonna break their little conversations. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna have to say something to this girl. Let me find out where this comment is coming from, because I take it as a compliment, but I don't want you thinking that you gonna try to take a dig at me, because I don't know if you feel the same way about Whoopi like I feel about her. You may think that Whoopi is an ugly bitch, and you want to compare me to somebody that you think is an ugly bitch. I personally feel like she's a beautiful person, and I transmuted what she was trying to throw at me by saying, "Oh, I love her. Thank you very much. But you don't have to call me that. I have my own name. Okay? My name is Cassandra. Cassie for short. I have my own name. Thank you. Okay? I got my own name." So so then after that, the girls had already walked off. They was going towards the stairs, and I'm walking with her, and she's like, "Oh yeah." I don't know if she must have thought that I was younger than her. I mean, thank you. I don't know if she thought I was younger than her or whatever. I'm not even sure. I'm not even sure. I wasn't sure who was the oldest out of them two. But anyway, so then Sticks was like, "Oh, something, something." So she trying to kiss my ass. See, this is what people do after they low key try to throw something negative energy at me, and then I transmute it and I, throw it back at them or whatever. They try to like backtrack and backpedal because they feel guilty, so they want to try to be nice because they know that they fucking wrong, right? So I'm just like, whatever she's saying to me, yeah, I just want to see if you was all right in the bathroom and this and that. And I was like, you don't have to wait for me. Like, I don't know you, girl. You don't have to wait for me. We don't have to go as a group. I don't, it's okay. Go ahead. I don't like to hold nobody up. For me, I don't like to hold nobody up. I don't want people telling me hurry up. I don't like to be fucking rushed. So if I want to stay behind and do what I do, just let me do what I do. Y'all go do stuff. I don't really do girl groups and stuff like that unless I'm really feeling all the girls in the group and we're all on one accord. Even then, I don't like to hold nobody. I'm not gonna hold you. So go ahead, go. Bye, bye, bye. So anyway, whatever she's saying to me, she's like, "Oh, I'm just trying to say, I was trying to look out, because we're all women and da 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 da." I said, "I know, honey." I said, "I'm grown. Okay, I know. I know. So I don't know how old you are. If you, I said, I'm da 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 years old. I'm okay. I'm pushing 40. I have a child. I'm a mother. Okay, I understand. Okay, I'm older than all y'all. Okay." She's like, "Oh, I'm 27." I said, "Yeah, I'm older than all y'all bitches." Okay. Um, and I'm not saying that in a way like, "Oh, I'm gonna run y'all and this and that," but I'm just trying to let you know, have some respect. You know what I'm saying? We mean you ain't the same. We not bred the same. We not built the same. Um, so after that, I was like, "Oh yeah," I said, "Let me talk to you for a minute." I was like, "I just wanted to make sure that you wasn't trying to like throw no type of shade or whatever." She's like, "Oh no, 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 no." And we got to talking. She was okay. She was okay. We got to talking, and I was just like, I said, I personally love Whoopi Goldberg. I know. The reason why I want to talk to you is because I know that the Black community has said a lot of harsh things about Whoopi. I've been hearing about harsh things about her since I was a little girl, and when I was a little girl and people used to talk about Whoopi, I used to get mad. I used to get mad. For real, I used to get mad. Like, stop calling her ugly. Stop it. I like her. Da, da, da. I was always fucking defending her. Even at a young, I was, even as a young girl, I was always defending her. Because my grandmother taught me to look at the person's spirit, okay, and not to look at anything else. And so the thing is that Black male comedians, a lot of, they dragged Whoopi Goldberg, and then Black women followed suit. Black women didn't want to be associated with whatever Black men say. Black women don't want to be associated with it. So instead of them lifting her up and saying, don't say that about our sister, no, they're gonna be right behind the niggas being like, yeah, shit, that type of thing, right? So I was telling her, I said, yeah, the Black community has said a lot of things about her, but I love the sister. I love, I'm just trying to make sure that when you saying that you're not trying to take a dig at me. I'm just trying to make sure, like, we good. And she's like, no, I love her too, and da da da. And I grew up watching too. I watched her music, her movies, and then my mom watched The View and da da da. I like her. I said, okay, well, I'm just making sure we have an understanding, sis, because people may, when you're saying that out loud, people may not understand where we coming from. This is what I said. People may not understand where we coming from as Black women, and as us, and how we feel about Whoopi, and how much we love her. People may not understand that, and people might hear the conversation and be like, "Oh, this bitch trying to throw shade," right? And shit like that. So I had to talk to her. I had to check her ass because let me get some shit established. I let her know what I was about, just a little sample of what I was about, and that I wanted to make sure that we good, and we was good. By the time we walked to the steps, I didn't see Sticks again. Because honestly, I started off by complimenting her on how beautiful and flowing her hair was. She had pressed hair, and she curled it, and it was flowing, and I was complimenting her. So she was just letting me know that she wasn't trying to, that she was basically saying, she wasn't trying to throw shade. She actually does like it. And I said, but you do understand that people may view it as a different way, and they may not have the understanding that we have. And she's like, yeah, I get it now. I understand, or whatever, da da da, whatever, and stuff like that. I said, okay, cool, we good. Right? Because if I was gonna be immature about it, if I could have been, if I didn't want to find out the truth about what her true intentions were, I could have just went off on assumptions the whole night and giving her a hard time the whole night, or woo. No, I'm an adult. I'm a grown ass fucking woman. If I feel like there's something, I'm gonna fucking talk to you about it, because that's just how I am. Like, what do you mean by that? And I'm gonna get you by yourself, because people want to show off when they're around other people. They be respecting you in private and try to disrespect you in public. Fake ass shit. Some people be doing that shit. I don't do that shit. I can't relate. I can't relate. But I got her together. We got it together, and we proceeded on. Right. So anyway, I ended up getting into it with Bun Bun. Oh no, let me get back on Sticks. Now I could have said a lot of shit about Sticks. I could have talked about her shape. I could have talked about a whole lot of things, because she had a really funny shape. Okay, she was not shaped nice at all. Okay, so I could have really, really went in if I felt like she was truly, but she did speak to me about it. Okay, Sticks. Thank you, Sticks. Sticks, she really, you know, I think her intentions were a little, because you never know. When you looking the way how you look, closer to white or whatever the fuck you are, and me looking the way how I look, outside looking in from a 3D perspective, you're going to look like, okay, this bitch is trying to throw some shade. You need to think before you speak, because that person may not find the person that you're comparing them to attractive. And mind you, I love my girl Whoopi. I feel I do have a little Whoopi swag up in me. Yes, I do. And I'm proud of it. I like to wear my hair natural, and this is a fucking wig, but I like to wear hair that's kinkier, even kinkier than my real fucking hair. I had my time when I used to wear curly hair, straight hair, whatever. But I'm getting older now. I switch up the style a little bit. And I like to wear stuff. I like to wear braided wigs. These are passion twist wigs. I like to wear passion twist wigs, and stuff like that. I don't even have a dread wig anymore. I don't have a dread wig. Um, I had my red shades on. I'm gonna show y'all I'm gonna show y'all how I looked that night. I'm gonna give y'all a few little videos at the end maybe. Just to show you what I had on. I had red glasses on, I had red furry earrings. I had my Santa Marta La Dominadora shirt. And boy, she came out and she came through, honey. She came out and she came through that day. She came through, honey. And when I walked up to the party, y'all, I saw some other few faces that I used to see, like the same Park Gym crowd, people that I used to go to Park Gym in Long Beach and stuff, the same crowd. And I saw one person, so I knew I was going to see a couple of other people faces, which I don't know these people. I'm just, you just used to seeing the same people at certain events. So I was like, oh, okay, I didn't expect to see them here. Okay, cool. Well, whatever. But I did see somebody where we made peace, but they came at me stupid too. Another female, another bitch, who came at me a certain way, some time ago, and I end up making up with her or whatever, making peace, peace treaty or whatever with the girl or whatever. But as I was walking up to the party after I finished check sticks, when I was walking up to the party, I felt her eyes on me. She was with a group of girls and all that stuff. Me, I'm tunnel vision. I see with my peripheral really fucking good. I can even see behind me sometimes. But I'm going like this. But I could feel her staring like, oh, she's here. Yeah, bitch, I'm here. I'm here, bitch, in the flesh. It's splendor. What's up? I'm here. Thank you. The queen has arrived. Thank you. But anyway, yeah, I'm just trying to let y'all know that when you vibrate on a certain level, when you protected, these motherfucking karmics, they don't like that shit, bro. They don't. They be like, look at peep. Let me tell you something. Peep how people treat you versus how they treat others. See how they treat others? They talk down to the people that be up their ass. They talk down to them. They secretly don't like them. That person secretly don't like them. A lot of fucking imaginary beef to go around, right? But they like to kick up dust. They love that shit. Because that's what the fuck they used to. They used to having frenemies and, that type of people around them that when they around real motherfuckers that ain't about no drama, it's like they don't know what to fucking do with you. And it's just the energy that you give off. I have Santa Marta, that is my Santa Marta dress. I was embodying her energy. And she fucking came through, man. She came through. She came through that motherfucking dress I had on. You know? That's why I've been working with Santa Marta for a couple of years now, because she reminds me of me. She roots for the underdog. She doesn't like it when people mistreat good people. And that's how I am. She's a protector of women, a protector of children. She don't like disrespectful men. She'll punish disrespectful men. She'll punish them, you know? She's a person that looks out for women. She's a fierce protector, very motherly, very sweet. You got to do right by her. You got to come at Santa Marta correctly. And if you don't, you're going to feel her wrath. And I've related to that so much, you know? But I've gotten that look. But I don't care. I'm still walking anyway. I'm like, I know bitches don't like me. I'm walking. I'm like, if you give me a dirty look, I'm going to I'm going to sashay even harder. Because I think it's funny. I think it's funny. Trying to penetrate. I came protected. I come in peace and I come protected. Try me, bitch. Try it. And they will. And I love it when people try me because I'm able to show you. I'm able to show you. And like I said, like everywhere I go, I go in peace. I'm just going to have a good time. My heart is clean. I ain't got no ill intentions towards nobody. Because how another person ain't got shit to do with me. I could peep it and be like, yeah, bitch is kind of fake. Whatever. You ain't my match. You ain't my match. But it's like, I'm not going to attack you. I'm not going to provoke you just because you ain't my cup of tea. But I notice people do that to me because I don't give them the attention they want. If I'm not feeling somebody, I'm not gonna pretend. And if I know that I'm not a match, or I feel like this person ain't a match for who I'm chilling with or whatever, I'd be like, I could acknowledge it, but at the same time, I can still be respectful and cordial to them. And as long as you're respectful and cordial to me, you can vibe with whoever. I don't care. You can't use that talking point with me. 'Cause I don't give a fuck. You understand what I'm saying? Um. So, anyways, old girl gets in my face. Now, every time. Now, first off, she keep trying to shoot some negative energy at me, bun. She keep trying to like say little slick stuff, and I noticed she was saying it to the relative, and the relative wasn't really saying much. And I was like, this shit gonna get old quick, but I'm gonna just let her live in that fantasy world and make her think that it's gonna be all gravy and all this shit. Whatever, y'all, whatever. Birds of a feather. So, right? So I'm like, all right, whatever. So I can already tell this bitch she intimidated by me because every time I'm talking to my cousin and I'm not even I'm just talking about something and this bitch is like in my mouth. Like, in my motherfucking mouth. In my mouth. What you in my mouth for? Because you already know that you on some bullshit. And you know I'm picking up on it. And now you starting to feel some kind of ways. It's the hood, y'all. It's the hood. Um, hood nature sounds. Come on, we'll take a little break. He done messed it up. He done messed it up, child. Anyway, yeah, the bitch kept being in my mouth. So mind you, okay, I'm taking pictures of them, right? So I'm a type of person I like to. I'm not a hater. If I take a picture, y'all make sure you look good in the picture and all that good stuff. Do bitches do that for me? They'll see one thing out of place and they won't tell you shit. So you can never call me a hater. You can never call me a hater. Only bitches who are insecure, childish, inconsiderate, selfish, immature, jealous. You can say that. That ain't my energy. So, but I took a picture and she was like, "Oh, stand over here, stand over there." Something she said to me. She was like, "Stand over here, where the sun is. I stand over here." And I'm looking at her. I'm like, "Nah, I'm good. I'm gonna stand right here. Y'all don't need that much goddamn sun, okay? Both of y'all are yellow. Y'all don't need that much motherfucking sun, okay? So I'm gonna stay right here, bitch. You don't fucking know me, all right? This is what I'm thinking. Okay, I told her. I said, "Nah, I'm just gonna stay right here because I'm trying to keep it classy." But in my mind, I'm like, "Bitch," but I'm trying to keep it classy. I'm like, "Nah, I'm good. And I'm gonna stay right here." So y'all get ready for the picture now. Yeah. No, 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 no. I'm good right here. I'm looking at her like I'm good because I'm already giving her the warning with the eye. I was like, "I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I'm gonna take this picture. Yeah, just hurry up and take this picture. 'Cause I done took about 3, 4 pictures already. Just okay." So that was the first strike. She should have just dropped it right there. So then after she took a picture with her and my relative or whatever, she ended up taking the pic. After I took that one last picture, I gave old girl back the gave my relative back the phone. I didn't know who phone this was. Mind you, I don't know who phone this was that I was touching on. I don't know whose phone this was. All right. So she ended up doing the selfie thing. So I'm just like I was like, yeah, you should have been did that. You should have been did that. So then, like I said, that whole time, so then, okay, so she tries to give her the phone, like, I guess because my relative wanted to take a picture with me with this girl phone. And she was about to take a picture. I said, "What? Oh, hold on. What's going on?" Oh, she's like, "Oh, I'm taking a picture." I said, "Who phone is that?" She's like, "Oh, it's her phone." I said, "I don't know her. You're not taking no fucking picture." Now, mind you, I have some red shades on, but you can still see my eyes, right? Bitch, I'm not gonna have you take a picture of me with your motherfucking phone. I don't know what the fuck you gonna do with that picture, bitch. I don't know what you gonna do with it. So no, I'm not gonna give you I'm not gonna give you a full permission to use my photograph. It's one thing if I take a photograph and I post it up, whoop, whoop. But if I'm giving you that permission, oh no, nah, I can't do that. So I told my relative, I'm about to say her name. I told my relative, I'm like, nah, she ain't taking a picture of me. Not with her phone. I don't know what she do. I don't know what she do with pictures. I don't know what she gonna do with my picture. Hell fucking nah. You know, you might not even let me look at it. You might post it. If I end up not liking the picture, you gonna fuck around and post it. I know how bitches operate. I know how bitches go. So I just said that, and I was just like, I don't know her. I was like, because she already got me on guard now. Cause I'm like, okay, this bitch, she just, and then every time I'm talking, this bitch is like in my mouth. Now there was another girl there. Now I can get back to the old story, the first story. Okay, there was another girl there that was also one of my relatives' friends. Now, for the first story, before I get back to that one, the reason why I was already on guard the whole time when I got there, but I was still trying to be cool, whatever, is because my relative was wrong about this girl. She didn't want to admit to it. She was downplaying the relationship now. I mean, first she was hyping it up. You know what I'm saying? She was hyping up their relationship, and she was giving me, let me tell you what she did. She gave me to run around the whole night. Didn't give me the address for certain places. Didn't give me the this was in late February. She didn't give me the address. She just gave me the cross street. I don't know where the fuck I'm going. We were already planning on doing something with just us. We were planning on going to a hookah bar. All of a sudden there was a change of plans. I kind of don't like stuff like that. If I've planned around it, I don't like things to be changed at the last minute. I don't like surprises. Sometimes surprises work out for the best. Sometimes it might be a change of plans, and then we end up having even more fun. So that's happened before too. So I kept an open mind of it, but I was just like, I kind of really just wanted a laid back night. So all of a sudden, she allows another friend, somebody that on the outside, to kind of just basically mull over her plans, our plans. And now she's like, okay, well, we want to go somewhere else, and blah 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 blah, and it's over. Let's go to her house first, and all this stuff. I'm like, oh, now I've seen this girl around before. She was never rude to me. She was actually cool. I don't vibe with her, but again, just because I don't vibe with her doesn't mean she got to be an enemy, right? I don't think that she's a match for me or whatever. And when I mean match, not about fighting, but like a vibrational match for me. But it was just like whatever. She's a part of our community, Belize community. She go out a lot. She's always at the after hours, always blah blah blah. So I've seen this girl before. Okay, so I see the girl before, and so they basically she basically my relative she pretty much gave me the runaround. She didn't have the same line of communication she typically have when it's just me and her. She didn't have the same line of communication. That's to me very inconsistent behavior, juvenile. That's just my opinion. That's how I felt about it, which I did tell her that in text. I didn't appreciate it. I got the runaround a lot. I didn't get. It was almost like she wanted more time to spend with the girl and have me out there lost. Again, I don't know what they talking about, who they talking about. It ain't none of my business, but I wouldn't be surprised. But whatever, I don't care. This should never be said to my face. So when I got to the house, the girl, she was okay. There was a little bit of funny energy with the conversation every time I said something to the girl, my relative. No, actually, and I was just like, oh, okay, I see what's going on here. This is some weird shit. So anyway, it was me, the relative, her friend, and all this stuff. She was saying, oh, this is my sister. She hyping up the motherfucking relationship. Because she just told me just before we even met her, as a matter of fact. And this is T. Just before that we met up with her, she was already saying how another person was talking bad about her. And I know she was sitting back listening to it. I wonder if she ever repeated it, but probably not. I'm not sure. But